Yo, I'm here at Tekko, waiting in line for the artist alley to open up. It looks like all the vendors and exhibitors are going to be in the same hall. So we are located in the West Hall building. There are two buildings to this convention center, the David Lawrence Convention Center. So far the vibes are pretty nice. You know, everyone seems very excited. Oh, who that? Who that? Yo, yo. So Tekko says like 17th to the 20th, right? 4-day show. So I thought Artist Alley was gonna be open for 4 days. I know, so I flew in yesterday. I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
So I just got like drenched by the rain and then just like ordered a whole pizza because I was so tired and just ate. So you've done this show before?
I've done this show, yeah.
Okay, so what can I expect as someone who's never done this before?
Do you have ribbons? Please tell me you have ribbons.
No, dude, I've never done ribbons. Should I do ribbons? Is that a thing I should do? I've never done ribbons before.
This is a ribbon show.
This is a ribbon show?
Yeah. If there is a con you have to bring ribbons to, it's ALA and Tekko.
Fuck. Oh, they're telling us to come in now. Okay. All right, see you later, Lindsay. She just bailed. She's like, all right, see ya. No ribbons, see ya, sucker. All right, so I'm in the artist alley now, and I think I found my table, and I say think because none of the tables are labeled. So I've just been referring to the map and just counting down the tables, and I'm like, I think this is the right spot. So I'm just gonna get set up and hope for the best because there are no indications of what these table numbers are. I know I'm table 146 and the end of this row is 139, so I just counted down. Kind of weird, so it's a little bit of a mess. That being said, a lot of wide open space, especially in between the aisles. Like, this is a lot of space. So the last recorded number I saw was about 12,000 attendees, which is not as big as I thought it was going to be. But if it does get crowded in a space like this, then it'd be nice to know that there is a lot of breathing room in between the aisles, especially behind the tables too. If you can see behind the tables, there's also a lot of space. Like, I am taking large steps back just to reach this table behind me. So far, very painless badge pickup, entering and finding the convention center so far. We have about from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. to set up. Just gonna get started with that so I can go back to the hotel and play more Donkey Kong. All right, so this is the new table setup. It's actually been a really long time since I've had everything. I actually had to take a lot of time to figure out where to put everything. I personally am not really satisfied with this display. I really wanted to upgrade my brand more, feature more mungies, and just centralize my table a bit more. I do feel like it's very cluttered and a lot to look at. Partially, this is my own fault for just wanting to make a lot of new merch. And this is the problem that I feel like artists can run into, where if you don't move a lot of your merch, you just end up having so much stuff that just clutters everything. So I'm hoping to finally get rid of some stuff, like for example my Zenless Zone Zero Bang Boos, like that's been around for a while. Some of my sticker sheets, like I'd love to just get through them all and just do new versions. And then of course some prints, which I've slowly been going through. This is the best that I can do with what I got. I don't really like displaying the shirts right there. I think it takes away from the acrylic stands too much and vice versa. I'm trying to minimize spending on table display stuff and just work with what I have until I feel more comfortable to be able to upgrade even further. I've been talking to the other artists and we all agree. We feel like we're in a cage like zoo animals. They can just watch us set up.
Please support us.
So along with my new Persona 5 acrylic stand, I updated the Spin the Wheel app to include all the characters there that you can get. Looks like we got Ryuji. And I also added some more characters to the Paper Mario stands. I added Luigi, Peach, Lady Bow. We also have Dupless in the corner there, as well as Kammy Koopa, who unfortunately got printed way too big. She's like just as big as Bowser. I guess I'll just deal with that for now. This is what happens when you don't measure things correctly. It's fun to add more of the Paper Mario characters.
Then I saw I didn't even want to sit down there.
Honestly, it's so smart. I was like, how recommended it? We're staying.
All right, so it's about a little less than 30 minutes before Artist Alley opens up. They are now watching us from both sides. Now I truly feel like I am in a petting zoo or some kind of exhibit in a circus. Apparently this convention center is also the same convention center that Anthrocon is held in, the biggest furry convention in America. So if I ever get in, I know where to stay in the city, I know how to get around. So if anyone who's involved with Anthrocon watching, I promise you I'm trying to do more furry art. Please let me in. I'm just taking a look around and checking out everyone's displays. A lot of cute stuff all around, mix of, it's interesting because I was told that Tekko was more of a gaming convention, but I'm seeing way more anime art. Not a bad thing, but I am curious. For me, who has way more video games than anime, I'm curious how I'll do here. Oh, I forgot my Switch. Oh man. I hope today's busy. Okay, so it's about 12:50 right now, almost an hour, and as expected of the opening, it's like slow-ish. I am hearing a lot of people talk about lack of budget, and I really do think the economy is just affecting everyone. So I don't have high hopes for the show, but everyone's very excited and passionate, which is always fun to see. I had a couple of Date Everything fans swing by. One of them, in particular, refer to Shadow Lord in a particular way, and if you finish the route, you know what I'm referring to. And they said they love them, and I was like, I was so surprised, and I really did not expect that. And I told them that I feel like the initial reaction to Shadow Lord's route was very negative online, so it really bummed me out and made me want to kind of distance myself from the game. Hearing their genuine passion and praise and respect for my work was really gratifying. Yeah, I really needed that. So to the Rukia cosplayer out there, thank you so much. That was really nice. I really needed to hear that. So, and if you guys haven't played Date Everything, check it out. It's a little past 3:30 right now, which is halfway through the convention. If I didn't say it earlier, the Artist Alley is open from 12 to 7 p.m. I don't think I'm doing too well here, which is unfortunate. Maybe my stuff isn't up to par for what people are looking for. I am getting a lot of compliments about the type of merch I have, as well as just like people just enjoying the fandoms I have. But in terms of transactions, it's not a lot. I don't even think I hit 500 yet, which is not great considering my expenses are over 1,000. I'm not really sure. As you can see, like, Artist Alley is pretty full. Like, there are people around, you know. Like I mentioned, like, these alleyways are really wide, but people are going up to the booths, which is awesome. Yeah, I don't know if there's something wrong with my display game, or I don't know. I do get a lot of compliments about the shirts and whatnot, as well as the acrylic stands. I was told I would do well because this is supposedly a video game heavy convention, and I have, like, I gotta say at this point, like 80 to 90% video game stuff. But it's just not a great start. So my Superior Spider-Man charm broke. I think this is a sign that I don't know, maybe I should give up the Superior handle. It's okay, I'm just gonna give myself another one. I think I play around with it too much and it got caught, the chain got caught on things too often and would snag, so it was inevitable. Alright, so that's the end of day one for Tekko. Momentum kind of picked up towards the end, which was nice. I feel like most of today was smaller purchases like stickers or small postcard prints, while towards the end of the day, people started deciding, you know, bigger purchases like the acrylic stands and prints. I think ultimately people were just deciding a lot today once they had another look around, because the Artist Alley is not that big. It's a beautiful and wide convention space, but I think it's advantageous to us because there's less artists around. I was running that through my head a lot, just like, oh god, like, is this show actually gonna be bad? Like, or is the economy bad? Or is my stuff not good? I don't know. But I'm glad that even though I didn't make my expenses, it's not too far off. Alright, it's the morning of day two at Tekko, and a very pleasant start to my morning. A fan came by and gave a lot of really neat gifts and had a lot of kind words to say about my time on the Let's Play channel, as well as my original works and my vlogs and Twitch, and it was very much appreciative. And yeah, I'm just gonna show off what they gave me. They drew me, and my stand is Mungie, and the stand name is Hacking to the Gate, which is the opening of Steins Gate. So absolutely love this. And then they also drew me as a common writer, Common Kajeda, which is amazing. And they were explaining to me that Bounty Light is my key, like, for my belt. Like, I load in my copy of Bounty Light and then I get to transform. So absolutely love this. And then they also gifted me this changer. This is absolutely insane. I guess I turn it on. So I'll plug their handle down below. Thank you so much, Chaos Leo, for the wonderful gifts and the very kind words and your continued support. They also gave me a card that they wrote with Flavio on it from the Paper Mario playthrough, and I'll definitely give this a read. Thank you so much for giving me a good start to my day. Alright, so it's almost 1 o'clock. Artist Alley's been open for about almost 2 hours now. It was a little earlier today, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. I do feel like it's kind of the same as yesterday, except, however, people are making bigger purchases this morning. I do think yesterday I noticed like a lot of younger attendees. I think that now it's the weekend, people are able to, people don't have work, they're able to actually go to the convention. So I'm noticing a lot more older attendees here. Some surprise sellers have been my Batman charms. I guess a lot of DC fans are here, which is great. And of course the Shadow, the I'm the Coolest shirt has just been doing too well everywhere I go. And then a lot of Torty love. So once again, thank you, Mungie. All right, the quiz begins.
Space facts. The temperature of the void of space is A, 0 degrees Celsius, B, negative 320 degrees Celsius, or C, negative 207 degrees Celsius.
C.
100%. Locked in.
I'm locking it.
You are correct.
Oh, let's go, let's go.
You're actually the second person today to be
okay,
correct.
yeah.
And
I was like, 300 just seems too big. So
by that,
what?
You get a reward.
Oh my goodness.
Winners get to choose their sticker.
Be yourself. Hell yeah.
As you should. There you go.
Okay, yes.
Would you
oh
like
my
a
god.
dino one as well?
A dinosaur, yes. This Triceratops has such good energy.
As it should. As it should. The first, I think it's like 7 pages are all yeah,
quizzes.
all quizzes, different planets for each one.
Truly the luminary of the stars here.
If you're watching this, play 100 line.
Play 100 line,
Play
yes.
100 line.
Yes,
Play
yes.
100 line. If you like Danganronpa, play 100 line.
Yes. Could I get your social so I can plug it down in the bottom? It's around 3 o'clock right now, almost halfway through the day, so just checking in. I actually haven't had a chance to sit down yet, so it's good. It picked up, it's busier. I think very much noticeably compared to yesterday. For anyone who's here, I guess keep in mind that Friday is Summer's Out for teens who just want small stickers and trinkets. Everyone today is just all about the shirts. I mean, I sold out the Shadow shirt, prints have been moving. Now it's interesting, I feel like my Marvel vs. Capcom stickers aren't moving that much, but they do bring people to the table. That being said, there are people who are into fighting games here. So there are all types of gamers here, but maybe, I guess still fighting games is a little more niche. Everyone's asking for Marvel Rivals. Funny enough, Xanthi, the voice actor for Haru in Persona 5, also Dagger for Cloak and Dagger and Marvel Rivals asked if I had Cloak and Dagger merch, which I didn't, unfortunately. But it goes back to my question before. I'm like, maybe it's time to finally do Marvel Rivals, like stickers proper. I don't know. Sales aside, energy's good. Energy's really good today. Bigger mood lifter than yesterday for sure. So I'm really enjoying the vibes. Everyone keeps telling me, oh man, Anthrocon's here, you should do Anthrocon. And I'm like, I want to. Let me in. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Wait, it's getting caught. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, yes. I need sugar. Pretty chill vibe for the show. Everyone's really nice, and very respectful of each other's spaces and fandoms. Yeah. This is what I get for trying something new. Tekko's really interesting so far. I like the mood, I like the atmosphere. So if you're in for that, if you're in for the gaming culture and finding fans that way, absolutely apply, absolutely come here. In terms of financials, it's like decent. As someone who flew in for this, I might not want to do this every year. If you're local, definitely try it, but it's up to you. I mean, you can judge based off of whether you think your art style and fandoms fit the demographic here. Unless something crazy happens in the next 25 minutes or tomorrow, then that's my thoughts about Tekko. The final day. Artist Alley is only going to be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. today. So it's a pretty short final day, only about 4 hours. And before times, people would say, hey, Sunday sales or Sunday rush, because, you know, everyone's just trying to make their last minute purchases. But as I mentioned before, I feel like this hasn't been as relevant, at least in my convention run this year. Again, not really expecting much, but overall, after counting all my expenses, I did okay. I did a little more than twice my expenses, which was the bare minimum of what I was hoping for. Again, I really enjoy the vibes of the show. Like, it's a very comfortable convention. It's been really nice catching up with old friends, and I have to be realistic about my artist alley journey. You know, as someone who works multiple jobs and is doing this, I have to consider what is worth it to me. I have to really consider the economic situation next year before committing to this show again. As I said, if you guys are local or still want to check the show out anyway, I think it's totally worth it. For me, it was not the greatest moneymaker, but I'm not in the red, I'm in the green, and people have been very great and kind and just awesome overall. Okay, and that's the end of Tekko. So surprisingly, Sunday was very busy. At least it felt like it. Numbers wise, it wasn't more than Friday, but it was very, very close to beating Friday. And people did bigger purchases today. From my experience, a TLDR of Tekko to what to expect as an artist. Friday, because it's summertime, you're gonna see a lot more younger audiences, like teenagers who have a limited budget, so they're gonna make smaller purchases. Saturday, big day, so people are off of work, so you can expect a big crowd then. And Sunday, people who have been perusing all weekend are ready to make their final purchases. You might be able to expect bigger purchases today. It may not be your best day, but it will, I mean, at least for me, it was still profitable. In terms of my total count, I actually did a lot better than I thought. I did 4 times my expenses, which is really unexpected. It didn't feel like it, and maybe it was just, I just have a lot of other things going on in my life and my mind that it was hard for me to look at the right side of things. But I will say overall, it is still a very good experience. I still need to debate whether I want to do this show again. I love the cozy vibe of this. I'm starting to understand why people say this is a very fun con. Thank you again to everyone who stopped by at Tekko, to all the new followers and fans and other artists I've met. It was really awesome. Everyone was super chill and very nice. Hopefully I'll be back next year, or hopefully I'm here for, I don't know, some other con, I don't know, Anthrocon, I don't know. I'll be prepping up for my next shows. This is the beginning of my multi-weekend gauntlet with back-to-back shows. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye. Addendum, this is the first show where I've sold 0 bounty lights. So yeah, bad show.